Hi there and welcome to my channel. This video is all about buying used car here in the Netherlands. We'll start with the requirements and all the steps you have to take to buy used car here. All the helpful links, which I will mention during this video, are in the description box, so you can check them easily after watching. Stay till the end because I will share bonus tips about buying used car here, so you won't omit anything. So let's get started. If you want to buy a car, you probably have a driving license. But can you use your driving license if it's not a Dutch one? Let's check it. If you have a driving license from UA or EFTA issued before moving to the Netherlands, you may continue to drive with this in the Netherlands for another 15 years after the foreign driving license has been issued. Was your driving license issued more than 15 years ago, but has it not expired yet? Then you are allowed to drive with it for 2 years after the date on which you came to live in the Netherlands. So, for example, I have a driving license which was issued before I moved and before I registered here in the Netherlands. My driving license doesn't have any expiration date. So for how long I can use my driving license? I have to check the date when my driving license was issued, add 15 years to this date, and this is how long I can use my driving license. After this date, I have to change my driving license to Dutch one. And what in the situation that you have a driving license which was issued after you moved here to the Netherlands? Can you use it? No, you can't use this driving license. You have to change it to Dutch one. And what if you have a driving license outside the UA or EFTA? Then you can use your driving license for 185 days, and after this time you have to change it to Dutch one. What are the requirements to exchange your driving license for a Dutch one? I don't remember it by heart, but I will put it on the screen, so here you can see all the requirements, and you can press pause to this video and read the requirements, and if not, we are moving on. So you can possibly wonder, like I was wondering, what will the municipality do with my Polish driving license if I want to exchange it for a Dutch one? So they will send my Polish driving license back to Poland. I cannot keep it, and I will be without driving license during exchange process. And another question can be, can you drive a car during exchange process? Because physically you don't have a driving license, you don't have any document to show if police will stop you. So these are the informations which I found in official RDW website. And here I put it on the screen, let's read it. So now you know what is necessary to know about the driving license and the requirements to exchange it. What is also worth to say that now costs of exchanging driving license to Dutch one are about 15 euros, and the waiting time when I asked in my municipality was about 3 weeks. It's good to know if you are planning to buy a car and you have to exchange your driving license. Where you can buy used car? You can buy it from a private person, you can buy it from dealer company, you can buy it even online without going outside of your house. It's also possible here in the Netherlands. What is worth to say, if you want to have a test drive before buying, or if you want to check your future potential car in a garage if everything is fine with your car. Book it in advance. And also it's possible to check the history of car you choose if you know the plates of your car, registration plates. You can go to a website which is finig.nl, and on this website you have two options. You can choose a basic one which is free, and then you will see some information, some history about your car. And you also have an extended premium version, but you have to pay for this. It's about €5 per one car, but then you can see all the history of the car or the repairs, and yeah. Of course, you will choose what suits you the best when it comes to choosing a place from where you will buy your car. But it's worth to say that in each option, the procedure of transferring the ownership after buying a car can differ. After buying a car, you have to transfer the ownership of the car under your name. Some of the dealers are recognized by the RDW. RDW is a Netherlands organization which approves registration, vehicles, and driving licenses. So if a dealer is recognized by RDW, it means that if you choose to buy a car in such place, you can buy a car and transfer the ownership of the car in one place. If a dealer is not recognized by RDW, then you have to go to RDW to transfer the ownership of your car. So the process of transferring the ownership is one step longer. So where you can check if a dealer which you chose is recognized by RDW. Go under this link and you can quickly check it. We bought a car via dealer who was recognized by the RDW. So first we went to this place, checked the car by ourselves. We had a test drive, and after the test drive, we took this car to check in a garage to check if everything is fine with the car. Then we drove back to a dealer, discuss what garage check uncovered, and then finally we decided to buy this car and what documents we needed to buy a car. Because to buy a car you have to identify yourself, and you have to have some documents where your BSN is visible. As we didn't have a driving license, a Dutch driving license, we have to identify ourselves in another way. So what did we need? We need our ID, driving license, and also a document from municipality on which is a BSN number, and these documents name was Outtreksel BPR. We applied for these documents online using digital ID. Then I called the municipality and asked when I can collect these documents. So it was it was ready on the next day, so it was really quickly. But without this document, we couldn't buy a car. If you don't have a digital ID, you don't know what is the digital ID and or what's its BSN, how to handle it. I made videos about it, so go and check these videos. What is also worth to say that this piece of paper, Autrexel BRP, costs us 16.40 €, and this document is valid for 3 months. So we identified ourselves using ID, driving license and Autrexel BRP. Dealer prepared the selling contract and also prepared the transferring the ownership on our behalf. And as a proof of transferring, we received a 1-page document. I will put a name, Dutch name, because I don't remember it. And on this document, we received 4 out of 9 numbers of aspiration code. These 4 numbers was necessary to buy insurance. So after 2 working days, RDW sent us a letter with the remaining 5 numbers of aspiration code. So then we have the full aspiration code. And it's very important to keep these numbers safe, because with this number you can sell, for example, you can sell your car and export it, scrap or suspend it. So keep it safe. We also received the document, the size of ID, a plastic card, and registration plate, which is in Dutch, I don't remember, it's the name of it. It's a size of ID, and on this plastic card you have your home address, then your name and the surname, a name and surname of the owner of the car, and also some details about your car. And you are obliged to always take this with you while driving. When you are waiting, in the waiting time, if you don't have it, you can still drive your car for 15 days after the transferring the ownership. So you have 15 days to drive without this plastic plate. After that, you are obliged to have it always with you. If you decided to buy a car from a private person or from a dealer who is not recognized by RDW, you have to transfer the ownership by your own. So you have to go to RDW to transfer the ownership. RDW prepared a guide step by step what to do in transferring the ownership. They listed all the requirements. You can go and check it under this link. Check the description box for this link. What's next after transferring the ownership? Go and check if a car is transferred to your name using digital ID. Go to this link and check it. You sign the buying contract, you transfer the ownership. You have to arrange 2 more things. One of them is insuring your car. You have to insure your car. It's good to check the insurance companies before, check what options they have and about the costs. And it's also worth to say that you can transfer damage-free years from abroad. So if you had or if you have a car insured under your name abroad, you can try to transfer these damage-free years to Dutch insurance provider, where you can check different insurance options. You can go to independent.nl to check. just using the registration numbers of the car and putting all your data. You can check how much you will pay for the insurance for the precise car. You can insure your car 100% online, and it's a really quick process. It was like that in our case. We fill the form of insurance, then we received an email that they confirmed that they received our form, and we received a, let's say, temporary insurance of the car, and they confirmed that we can drive back to our home, that our car is insured. But they also said that we should check our email, because we can receive another email where they will ask about some details, some data we put in the form, or they can even deny to insure our car. So it was like a temporary insurance, but at least we could come back home. And one step more, you should check even before buying, or at least before driving a car you bought, is to check if a car has a APK valid. APK is a general periodic check. It's carried out by a garage or a testing place approved by RDW. It informs you that a car is safe to drive on roads. So can you check it somewhere before buying? Yes, here is a link where you can check if a car you consider to buy has a valid APK, and what is the date of the next check. So go under this link. If you bought a car and you don't want to forget about APK check, you can set a reminder on APK app. You should also receive a letter from RDW 6 weeks before the expiration date of the APK. It's worth to say that you cannot go abroad without valid APK, and outside the Netherlands you can do APK check in Belgium and in Spain. So yeah, check it before going abroad. If you own a car here in the Netherlands, you are obliged to pay a motor vehicle tax. The amount of money you have to pay for this tax depends on the weight of your vehicle, what type of fuel your vehicle uses, how environmentally polluting your car is, and also where you are located, your home address, registration address. You don't have to pay these taxes if your car runs completely and exclusively on electricity or hydrogen. So where you can check how much you have to pay of this tax, go and check this link, put the details of your car, and then you will find out how much you will have to pay. Parking permits. If you live in the area where having a parking permit is necessary, you have to apply for this permit with your municipality. In some places you cannot even park your car without this permit, or it costs them a lot, so it's worth to know, and it's worth to arrange it as quick as possible, but after buying your car. One more thing about buying and registering a car in the Netherlands: BPM tax. It's a tax that you must pay when registering a car in the Netherlands. You only have to pay BPM when you try to register a vehicle in the Netherlands for which BPM has not been paid. If the BPM has already been paid, you don't have to pay it again. So if you buy a used car in the Netherlands, you don't have to pay this tax. But why I'm talking about BPM tax in a video which is about used cars? So if you decide to export your car just to sell it, or if you will move out from the Netherlands and you want to take the car you bought here outside the Netherlands, sometimes you can get the portion of BPM back. So it was the case of our colleague. She didn't know about it. We, with my husband, told her to check it, and she received about 2,000 euros back to her pocket. So it's worth to know about that something like BPM tax exists. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you about buying used cars here in the Netherlands. I hope that you like this video. If yes, press like, consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you soon. I hope to see you soon. Take care and bye bye.